Penumbra Overture, Episode 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the prequel of a game that changed horror games forever. Penumbra Overture is a game that came out before Amnesia, The Dark Descent, which came out in 2011, which changed horror games and YouTube forever. Like, it's crazy to think about, but this game predates the original Amnesia. And the fact that not many people have heard about this kind of blows my mind. And so I am going to take tonight to show y'all what y'all have been missing. It's a fun game. And we're going to go ahead and get started, so. And we're going to play it on normal, I guess. It doesn't look like I'm lagging that much anymore. My story began in February, year 2000.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a safety deposit box in his name, and myself as executor. Of course, I went, as he knew I would.
You're going to a bank?
I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago.
Holy
so
shit.
The old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time.
30 years.
My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me. The university I taught at was world renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland.
I guess that's where we're going. We're going to Greenland. Pack up.
It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take. As I watched civilization disappear along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day. And I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Okay. You got Jack Daniels on deck. Finally, we're almost docked. I better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using left mouse, and I can take a closer look at things using right mouse. Empty. Whiskey. Empty. Shame. Shame indeed. Let me change my controls a little bit. Our sensitivity needs to be up a little bit. It's a little high. It's a little better. It's not as... It's still kind of slow, but I'll get used to it. I'm certain this map's a good decade or so out of date, but landmarks don't change much in Greenland, so I've got a pretty decent idea of where I'm heading. Campbell's tomato soup possibilities. It's locked. Always travel with a padlock and a key, preferably. Mine's in the inventory tab. Hello? Some extra batteries for my flashlight. Could come in handy in case the batteries run out. actual flashlight. There's a chest over here. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I've left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board. Taking shifts because of it is no way to get your rest, but what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. I've watched those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish pots in no time, but I still feel better knowing that they've had a wash. Before I forget, the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout, but I said they were mostly out of season. If you do happen upon any, don't say anything. Stow them well in the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. The ship's captain deserves a little special treatment once in a while. Take care, my love. Interesting. More whiskey? Thank you. I will be taking this with me. So you can see this game is like specifically this game is almost exactly like Amnesia, even though it came before it. So kind of crazy. So we just go to bed now? Oh, the journal. Always good to have a notebook to jot things down in case of information, you know? So is it scary yet? McTeodor, have you heard of this game? As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I realized how utterly devoted I've been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities soon after, and knew hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. I think I've heard of it. So, this should be everything I need. I want to get going before it gets dark. So cold. Don't know where I am. Need shelter soon. So cold. So cold. My entire head went numb a long time ago, but I could still hear the wind roaring past. Or is it some kind of animal in the distance? What in the hell is that? I don't care. I need shelter. Looks frozen shut. Need something to break it in. It's getting cold. I'm a terrible actor, Liv. Need a rock. A rock will do. Myles gotta get immersed. If I can click and hold the interact button, I could just about manage. I could swing things more accurately. Da! 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 Come on, rotate. Gotta rotate this. It's too cold. Alright. It's cold. It's cold. Hello? If I can use the shift key, I can run and make it just in time. Jesus, my head! I can't believe I fell that far and survived. Uh-oh. My mouse got really strong for a second as a grip. What is this? Hello? Is anyone down here? What does this say? Look, ammunition? This must have been an old base or something. In Greenland? Ooh, a flare. I'll take that. It's stuck. There must be something in the way. Look, another flare. Hello? Is anyone down here? Another flare, I'll take it. A hammer, I can use that. Let's see, I could swing this hammer if I hold left mouse. I can make a back swing by pulling the mouse right and then follow through by pushing left. The opposite works too, pulling back and then thrusting forward, producing a stabbing motion. Huh. Excellent. I reckon if I hold down right mouse after the backswing, I could still be able to look around. I don't like the way this guy talks. I'm sorry. Look at this, guys. Looks like a secret entrance. Ugh. Okay. Come on. Come on. Nice. So this game came out before Amnesia, the original Dark Descent. And this game is OG as hell. Hello? Looks like something goes here. Looks like some kind of industrial mechanism, although there's a hole in the center and no way to operate it. We sure Amnesia didn't steal their concept? Well, that's the thing, though. Is this is from the same company, Frictional Games? This. Hello? Well, that is a little creepy. Let's put this on there. Keep it from popping open. Yeah, there we go. Penumbra? My childhood. Megan! See, I'm glad someone knows about Penumbra. I'm so happy someone knows about Penumbra. I think I looked all around here already. Yeah. Let's get out of here, guys. So yeah, this is from the same company that made Amnesia. They made this game first, and then they made Amnesia after. It's kind of cool. Oh, did I just make a U-turn? I did. I did just make a U-turn. I actually do recognize this. I'm sorry, I didn't have a childhood, okay? Fair enough. Fair enough. It looks like I need some sort of mechanism or something. Let's go up. Go down. This place is creepy. Let's go down. Should have known that rusty old ladder wouldn't hold my weight, but I didn't have a choice. I'd rather die down here than suffer in the cold any longer. Well, we might regret that decision. Whoa, steel rod. Maybe that rod will do something. Ah! Let's see if we can turn this. Let's hope that creature's not down there anymore. I don't know where this place leads, or what's waiting for me, but unless I want to starve to death, it's my only option. Besides, maybe this place has something to do with my father. Let's check it out. Whatever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hinges located in a remote Arctic wilderness and buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. I've never given it much thought before, but until I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets, emergency services at the end of the phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there. If something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. Already got that one already. The entrance to the cave has caved in. There must be another way out. There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, I won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defense now. If anyone or anything hears me, I'd be best off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing left control, getting the credit. Plus, I could be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something right on top of me. So this is like way before horror games had like a run and hide function. A lantern? Interesting. They've got explosives, a workshop, storage, an office, and an exit. Well, obviously the exit's not going to be doing us any good. We got to get out of here. Hello? Apparently the office is this way. Large wooden box. There's the office. Hello? This supposed to be where you save. Yeah. A man. An old man clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he has no stranger. Never seen before, still I know this man before me is Howard. I call him father. What the hell just happened? I don't know if that was such a good idea. Bro, average runtime is 5 hours. Now I'm already dozing off as it is. Yeah, it's about average 5 hours. Copenhagen Post, Monday, the 17th of August, 1930. Psychotropic deposits at the bottom of Death Mine. Oh, dude. Mind-altering chemicals naturally sewn into the rock may have caused high suicidal rates at a Greenland mine. Okay, well, that's not good. Interesting. So some type of chemical in the rocks were causing high suicidal rates. That's not good. Take some batteries, thank you. I'm not sitting here for 5 hours watching a walking simulator. Well, it's definitely not a walking simulator. I'll spoil that right now. It is definitely not going to be like the summer of '58. There is actual monsters in this game that will kill me if I'm not careful. So, you shouldn't have to worry about that. Definitely not a walking simulator. This is definitely not. It's Penumbra. Beef jerky, I'll take it. What is this? A lighter? No, painkillers. I'll take it. Locks need a key. It's a good thing I got this small key here. Big Book of Explosives. Big Book of Explosives, 1923 edition. Chapter 1.3, Black Match Fuse. I need string, black gunpowder, and backstrin. The string should be coated with a thin layer of backstrin, acts as an adhesive. Then you got dynamite, which requires dimethyl earth, nitriglyceride, and small amounts of sodium carbonate. And red phosphorus and barium. I get the feeling like we're gonna have to like create some explosives to get out of here or something. So that's gonna be needed. Rotting wooden shelves. I do know that there's a monster down here with me. I will say that, Liv. There is a monster down here. Definitely a Yep, that's the monster. Oh, fuck.